this kind of massage, we call it massage for want of a better word, but it's more about connecting with your body through touch, using some of the principles of osteopathy, which is generally a light touch, micro movements, communicating with the fibers of our body. So to communicate, you could speak all day, and everybody would hear you, but would you hear anyone else? So communication is a two-way channel, and perhaps the most important thing of communication is listening. So we're going to introduce some ideas about fascia listening, about how to listen to the microfibers of our body. How when we place our hands in certain listening stations, listening positions, we can try and focus our attention on everything that's going on below. Maybe there's a pulsation of the liquid body moving nutrients around and taking away toxins. Maybe you will feel heat. Maybe there'll be some areas that are more cold. Maybe you'll feel tension. Maybe it will be soft. We're going to explore everything that we can feel. And once we're listening, if the body is shy, you can start a conversation. So there'll be little micro movements that we can add into the mix, into that position, to get the fibers of the body to start moving. Everything is movement. Even when we're sitting still, our heart is beating, our arteries are pulsating with blood, our body is expanding and contracting. There's the craniosacral rhythm, which maybe in another workshop we'll talk more about, but there's this expansion, contraction of our aura, of our energy field, which moves all of the water within us. So everything is in movement. The fibers of our body also are dancing. So when we try and find this neutral point, a still point, we'll never get there. Every time that we move to find the source of the tension, the body will react to the stimuli, to the information that we are giving it. One of the most amazing things I think about osteopathy is the way that giving stimulation to the body, you can provide new information. And the body loves new information. The mind is always, if something moves out there, you're drawn towards something new. And providing that information to the body helps it forget about the old, forget about the tension, forget about whatever problems or issues it had, and it adapts. Okay. So to do that, we're going to do a couple of techniques. One of them is a myofascial release. Has everybody heard of fascia, or am I putting new words here?
In the email, there's the worksheet. So if you do feel you want to dive more into fascia, Adam's created a whole
Yeah, in the email, there's a little attachment with a nice explanation about what I'm talking about. But just imagine that under your skin, there is a network, like a spider's web, connecting everything. And sometimes when I do this, you can see how the rest of my top adjusts. So when you pull on one area of your body, you're also going to create an effect in a more distant part of your body. Right? That's an idea I want you to just hold in your heads there. So I like to call this like a bow and arrow. We create tension, hold it, and hold that tension in the body, and then the body will adjust, it will adapt, it will find a way to release. So you're providing a pressure, you're providing a stimulation. And in this case, let's just try this one, okay? I'd like you to relax your hands a little bit, shake your hands out. And your collarbone, right? This bone runs around here, the collar. Let's just put our hands on our chest with our fingertips just below the collarbone. There's a little groove there, a little dent, an indentation that you'll be able to get your hands in. Adjust your posture so you're sitting nice and back straight, head tucked in. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And on the next breath in, place your hands firmly on your chest so you're not going to allow that fascia, allow that body to move. And look back. Bring your head back very, very slowly, looking up. Can you feel the tension in the bow? Can you feel like a point of tension? When you feel a point of tension, just hang out there for a while. Just breathe into it. And allow the tension to build. And release your hands. And come back to neutral. Okay, did anyone feel anything there?
Tingling.
Tingling.
Tingling in the hands.
Yeah. It's building. This is going to be an idea we'll work on now throughout the session. So, as this is going to be shoulders to hands, most of us, like 90% of us today in this day and age, have a forward posture. You remember that famous picture about the ascent of man, the evolution of man, starting like a monkey, and then over millions of years learning to walk up straight to Homo sapiens. And then there's the new evolution, which is the man on an office chair working like this. So we're going back to our ancestral ways. So screen time, the pressure of our thoughts in our head, bringing our heads more forward. So this kind of tension is also producing our shoulders, moving our shoulders more forward. And that's actually creating a lot of tension here on our back. And maybe some of you have had like a tingly kind of pins and needles in your fingers sometimes, or you're sleeping and your hands falling asleep. Well, what we're going to do now is going to help to release a lot of that tension. You have the pectoralis major muscle, which takes up all of this area. But the one we're going to try and get through to today is the pectoralis minor. Try and find this anatomical landmark of your collarbone, your chest, the shoulder bone here. There's an indentation, right? There's a valley here. Okay. Just here between the chest and the shoulder is a little bone called the coracoid process. Can you feel that? Can you feel just up?
So it's like you're digging in, like a little hole, like
we're digging in to find it, but we're not going to dig in the exercise.
Okay.
So we're going to bring our fingertips right up into that valley, right up into that indentation, and we're going to, the same as we did before, like this, provide a point of firmness, a fixed point. So flat hands on your chest. Bring in a bit more, Monica. So your fingertips are in the valley.
So before it hits the...
Not here, on the bone.
Like in here.
Yeah? Okay, just with a gentle hand, a firm hand, just to check you're in the right spot. If you move your arm back, can you feel a pull? Can you feel like that bow and arrow thing? Okay. You got that, Nina? Maybe flat hands.
Yeah, like, she's got flat hands.
Yeah. Oh, she's inside there. Nice. Okay. So we have a point here which is coming from the coracoid process, and it's a little muscle, the pectoralis minor. It's just underneath the pec major, and it's coming from here down onto our rib cage. But this is largely the one that is pulling our shoulders in like this. So we're going to use this bow and arrow myofascial release technique to build up some tension and then release our hands. And when we release the hand, okay,
How long do you recommend you
as long as it
hold?
takes.
So for everyone that's different.
Yeah, for everyone that's different.
Okay.
You know, but generally 40 seconds, a minute, you're going to feel.
But if I feel tired in this hand,
If you feel, well,
I'm the one with the silly questions because I want to understand.
yeah, totally. It's difficult to give a massage to yourself because what we do not want to do is create tension in a different part. We're trying to release tension somewhere and we're producing tension somewhere else. No, that doesn't add up. So we're trying to get an elbow loose down alongside our body, and the hand just like you're wearing a sling, like you've been operated on, and you have like a okay. So it should be a comfortable position like this, and you're not like really trying to tense your arm to produce too much tension. You're just like hanging out there. And the movement, the tension is actually created by moving your shoulder back. So let's try that. Bringing your shoulder back. Breathing into that point of tension. Bringing your shoulder back until you find the first point of resistance, until you feel like a pull there. And hanging out. Allowing that tension to build. Breathing into it and breathing out of it. Maybe you can feel a pull now on your sternum, on your chest bone, more in the center. Maybe you can feel like at the back. There'll be some kind of effect somewhere else in your body. And release the hand. And feel how the muscles move. Okay. Good.
I feel I'm doing something wrong. I get pressure in my other hand in my wrist. So am I too tense?
Yeah, maybe you're trying to like pull back like this, but you don't need to. I mean, if you just place your hand in position, just like you're swearing an oath of allegiance.
Can you lean your hand on a table or somewhere or like on a cushion? So it's like it's more relaxed?
You could, but it would be less effective. You don't need to push down with the force of your arm, but you can use the force of gravity that is pulling your arm down to do the work. So if you place your hand there and you allow your arm to drop.
See, you know what I think it is? And yeah, we're all women. I think it's my breasts.
Okay, yeah, I haven't got breasts.
Because it's like I'm going out, and that's like creating like.
Maybe you're like up like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But if you are like this, and it's coming from up here, maybe a little bit more up here. Maybe for women it's easier maybe to come up like this. Come from an angle, and then bring the arm out more, extend the arm out more behind you. Okay. And I can feel that on my neck, my inner neck. I can feel it now on my fingertips.
Okay, and so I feel it in the sternum.
And release. Okay, so that's the first position. This is the second position. Now we're going to do the third position. Again, the same. And we're going to go up. So when we go up, the whole bone is going to try the coracoid process here. The shoulder bone is going to move up, and that's going to create that tension. Okay.
I'm in your face.
Yeah. And release. I actually felt that down below, between my legs.
Oh, I feel it in my belly.
Yeah, right? Everything is connected. Okay, so this is just a taster for you, and I want you to explore at home in your own time these little techniques and maybe get more used to the idea of where you can find a comfortable position that doesn't hurt your arm to practice this. I sleep on my side, and a couple of months ago, I had a really bad shoulder that was hurting my neck and shoulder. And using these techniques, I was able to release a lot of the tension and get rid of the pain. So they work. Okay. The other thing about giving self-massage is that you cannot use gravity, and it's very difficult to use your strength, which is generally pushing out of our body, to create pressure. But the one thing that we can do is find a spot and move the body. So if we're holding on to our arms like this, and you twist your arm, you can feel it like... I can't see my beautiful face.
No, but I did see your arm move like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you, Amanda.
Okay, so the fascia that I talked about actually forms like a spider's web, but it's isometric. So it has directions of the fibers that run diagonally, not laterally, not like this, but angles. So when we do this, it's like we're wringing a towel. When you have a wet towel and you want to dry the towel, we can do that. And just like a towel that is wet, when you wring it, the water comes out in your body as well. This is an amazing way of regenerating the liquid body. Sometimes the water gets stuck in an area, and this kind of wringing it out squeezes the sponge and allows your body to bring in fresh liquid.
And you'd say the pressure here is more like a 1 on a scale from...
I'd say it's a
0 to 10.
relaxed hand, and the pressure is coming not from the hand, but from the movement.
Are you moving? Are you starting
I'm
with the
try on the
toe?
inside line from... Nice. Okay, shake it all out. And we're going to work on some nerves now. The nerves give sensation to our body. They allow us to move. They don't like pressure. They don't like that, right? But they do like to be stretched. So we've got the brachial plexus and the ulnar nerves that run on the inside of our arm. And on the outside, the radial nerve, which moves the radius bone, which is the one that actually moves our wrist like that. So we're just going to, same again, just find a comfortable position to put your hand on the inside of your biceps.
Because you're you're resting your hand on your knee. So you know, so it's resting.
Yeah, I rest the arm that we're working on. I rest that hand on my knee and palm up, and then you can put your palm of the other hand into the biceps and just give it some downward movement, some very small stretch down. So it's more like an imaginary movement as well. You're just providing you're not trying to like pull everything out of the socket, but just like almost when you come up and you find a position, just allow gravity to take you down again, like a gentle drop. Using the breath every time you breathe out, allowing your body to relax and come down.
You may feel like nothing is moving at all.
Yeah, but you may feel like a tingly sensation in your neck, you know. You okay there, Francesca? She ran out of battery, I think.
The sun's too warm.
Yeah, so the palm is coming into the... Okay, we'll try that on the other side now, on the outside, so that palm down on the knee. And try and grab around the arm. Find a nice grip position. And the same again. Breathe out and come down. And listen, if you feel there's any movement generated there, any micro movement that your body wants to go in a certain direction, go with it. Enter into the dance. Everything our hands touch, our mind touches. Everything our mind touch comes home. And when we feel at home in our bodies, when our body feels at home in us, then tensions disappear, because tensions are from separation, from mental confusion, from stress, from being away from your body, from being away from the moment. So I invite you to come home into your body and into the sensation. The body only knows the present moment. So by being in our body, we will come into the present. That's the way it is. Okay, nice. Release. And the same again, like we're coming in just above. Now just above the elbow, placing your hand here. And this time creating an upward direction, like a... So we're creating a little bit of space by producing this tension. Palm up, yeah? Palm up and on the body. On the knee, hand on the knee, but palm up.
And the wrist and the right hand is completely relaxed, right? No tension there.
It's completely relaxed, but you will find that by pulling here, the fingers are going to want to come up anyway. Okay. And now I'd like to introduce you to another listening station. In your hand, you have the thumb, which is moving here, and the outside of the hand, which is here. Has anyone ever noticed there's like an arrow here? It's like an arrowhead.
Triangle thing.
A triangle. Everybody have a triangle there? Good, you're all human. So with your thumb, I'd like you to place your thumb on that triangle and bring your hand, your forearm, to rest on your thigh. So your arm is supported. You can let your hand go loose. And explore a couple of directions. From here, if you move, like following the directions of the hand, moving in that direction, creating a little bit of, like we did the bow and arrow, right? Creating a little bit of tension in that direction, come back to neutral, and then going down in this direction. Come back to neutral. Like if this was the four directions, then coming towards your body, towards your middle of your legs.
You forgot to do the left, huh? Do the left hand. there,
Mhm.
come back.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have to turn your hand a little bit there to get that. And then find a way so the movement's not coming from your arm so much, but if your left arm is straight and you move your body towards it,
Bring gravity.
bring gravity, use your body, don't
Yeah.
use the force of your fingers. Now this, underneath the arrow, there are it's mathematics. There is one bone here. There are 2 bones here. There are 3 bones here. Then there are 4 bones. And wow, 5 fingers. So the one that we're getting to underneath the little triangle here is right in the center of everything. All of the ligaments run through that spot. And it's a very powerful spot to work on in your hands. Perhaps with your fingers, you say, Amanda, it's a little bit more difficult. I like to do on a table sometimes, just like lean into a table. On the corner of a table, and then I can use my body weight. Then I can get some nice pressure there. Also, when I'm driving and I'm stuck at a red light, I like to use the gear stick to give my hand a massage. Sorry?
Oh, no.
Oh. What's up? Anyway, moving on to the other hand. Man just reminded me that we have a schedule. So, finding that same spot, the triangle now on your other hand. Same again, the palm facing up. And in the middle there. Find those 4 directions and play with it. Maybe, Francesca, your hand is up.
You want to say something? Ask something? No.
Yeah, when you explore those 4 directions, where feels good to you right now? Well, go with that sensation, right? As I said earlier, when the body is shy and you start, she's running out of battery, well, there will be a replay. You will have access to this later on. So it was great to see you, and may your battery last as long as it has to. Okay, so as I said earlier, when the body is shy, you can start the conversation. You start the conversation by providing stimulation. By testing the 4 directions, we can sense if there is an ease. If the body likes to go in one direction, then follow that ease. If it wants to go there, you take it there. And maybe you can leave those 4 directions as well. And there's a 360 degrees. So any direction that feels good is good to go in. We have a short workshop today, and I'm just hoping I can give you some ideas about how you can use touch in your daily life. And when your hand feels a little bit cramped, when you've been writing, typing all afternoon, then this is a magic spot to work with. And so too, we hold a lot of emotional tension in our arms and in our hands. A lot of people go see the doctor because their hands tingle and they say, oh, you have carpal tunnel syndrome. We will need to operate and excavate there and make some space for the nerves. Actually, it's not necessary. If you work with the soft tissue to relax the area around there, then the nerves themselves will have more space. So these painful sensations will go away. It's just speaking the language of your body. So we're working on our hands here. Amanda's very good. She's continuing with the...
Well, I was trying to figure out what was it again. I've lost my
You lost the flow. What was it? From
here?
From arrowhead, from the triangle of the fingers. Oh, there's so much more I would love to show you. The thing we did here with the hand around the elbow joint, you can also do, there's, you know, when you play tennis, the sports people, they wear like a wristband like this. Internet connection is unstable. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You know, when you play tennis, there's like a wristband that people wear. Actually, our bodies have their own wristband inside. There is a band of fascia called the retinaculum, which runs around this area, and that's highly innervated. It's very sensitive. So it's part of the body's feedback mechanism. That, like we did here with the elbow, the wrist is also a very sensitive and a very interesting area to do that, to wrap your hand around the wrist and to move in different directions and just very, very slowly creating a little bit of tension and then letting it release. Yeah, you can even twist your hands a little bit. And these are listening stations, right? These are perhaps the most powerful places on the hands and arms that we can work.
Which right now may not feel like, to me, like I can feel it, of course, may not do much. But like we said yesterday, if you're doing this, maybe like Daga said, maybe with some lotion, you come out the shower and you take it as a practice where you close your eyes and you put on some nice music and you just,
I wouldn't use lotion for this.
Okay, no lotion. Okay,
because
no lotion.
Lotion is going to create lubrication. And
That's
here what we want is friction.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that friction is going to allow us to move the fibers, to move the fascia around in a way that lotion would just make your hand slip. Right. Hey, lotion feels great. You rub yourself all over, but here it's like an internal. So we did this, right? Twisting. Mm-hmm. And on the outside as well. Wringing that cloth, wringing.
And the breath.
Don't forget to breathe.
Yeah. I was holding it. And they're like, oh, wait, no, it's great to use the breath as you release. Okay.
Yeah. Use the in-breath to build the tension and the out-breath to release. And as we come up here, hand on the knee, hand on your knee, and come into the biceps, the bone and the biceps are here. So there's like a perfect fit. There always seems to be a place where your hand just fits. So find that place where your palm can provide a steady point here. And holding nice and firm, you can put the downward movement just to make some space, maybe easier like this.
Now, am I putting weight in my left hand onto the knee or no?
You can put left with your weight hand down into the knee to provide stability, if you like, but it's not about pushing down, it's just support.
Okay.
The weight you want to find is gravity, and that's going to move your torso down. So as you come up, your body comes down, and that is the force I want you to use. Just the force of gravity as you relax your body. So you're not pulling down here, you're just allowing your body to do the work, creating some space. And where there is space, the vitality will enter, The fluids can move, the nerves can feel, and you can live, right? We need space, space to be. And Amanda, you asked earlier, how long? Time doesn't exist, but change happens. So when you feel a change in your body, like you just spontaneously, you gave a little sigh, a little release. That's always a sign that there has been a release when you feel a sigh. When you feel suddenly you want to take a deep breath, or Lily, when you yawn, then there's a release happening. Your body is relaxing. When you yawn, I hope I'm not boring you. I hope it's just your body is actually moving into maintenance mode, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. And you give a little sigh, a little deep breath, and then the changes happen. So we're coming into the outside now. And same again, I'm feeling a little tension, a little extra tension in the other shoulder and in my neck. So I'm going to adjust my position so that it feels more comfortable, more natural, just for me to hang on here, like you're hanging onto a cliff, or hang on there, and allow gravity to do the work. So I'm not pulling, I'm not forcing. I'm just allowing gravity to take my right arm down towards the earth. I can feel it tingling in my fingers now. And release. Correct.
That one?
Yeah. So for all you ladies out there, nicely coming in from above, finding that valley, that little gap there where the shoulder bone, the coracoid process sticks out, and that point is like an anchor point for the pectoralis minor muscle. So we'll nestle our fingertips in close, so they're right on that little gap, relaxing your right arm, your right hand, and bringing your shoulder back. If you like, you can rotate your hand out a little bit so your palm is coming away from your body.
Ooh.
Yeah. That made a difference. And just hold it. Allow that tension to build up. And as I said, when the tension builds up, our body doesn't like tension, so it will find a way. We will activate the intelligence of the body and itself. It will find a way to move and open up and release that tension. Okay, so the second position now is here. Hand is in there, and we're going to move our arm back like this. Ooh. Just being open to feel whatever is happening, whatever sensations your body throws up, just be open to feel, and remember to keep relaxed right shoulder, right arm. You don't want to create tension somewhere else, just in a particular point. And release. Like an archer. Release that bow and arrow.
I have a question. I just looked at you, and as I did that, looking to my right, the opposite side, it creates a stretch in my neck at the same time. Can you do that, or is that best not
Did it
to?
feel good?
Yeah.
In that case, do it.
Okay.
If it feels bad, don't.
Okay.
And to the third one, we're coming up here, and we're going to reach up. From that same position, or maybe like this, if that feels good.
Huh?
Well, you said earlier, right, coming from here for your ladies is a little bit more difficult. So if you can get your flat hand and you can, like a spear, get into there. Good release, Monica.
Yeah.
Opening up the left hand side. Oh, there goes Frida. And release. Okay, let's do, just because there's been a little bit of tension building up here. Try and like swimming. Mobilizing, feeling that in the back of your neck, opening up your chest. Nice. And let's finish off where we started up, just under the collarbone. Fingers finding that little gap where your fingers can sit down. Relax your shoulders, relax your hands. Take a breath. And slowly start to look up to the sky. And where you feel the first point of tension, hang out there. Don't go so far, just hang out where you feel the tension begin to come. Maybe there's some secondary movements. Maybe your head likes to go a little bit to the side. Maybe not. When you feel like you're relaxed into that first point of tension, look up and move your head back a little bit more. So we go through stages. When we find a point of resistance, by hanging out there, the body will react, the body will open up. Ooh. And you can go a little bit further. In the second point of tension, let's hang out there. Allowing your hands and your elbows to be heavy, for gravity to do the work of pulling them down. Take a deep breath in, into the back of your neck, into your hands, into your chest, into your neck, and release.
Release the hands.
Release the hands, release the breath. Bring your head back into neutral. I feel a bit lightheaded.
Lightheaded.
Would you like to lead us through a little meditation now, Amanda?
I'm sure. I actually invite you to keep your eyes closed after this and just tune into that sensation and notice what's happening behind your neck. Are there any sensations in the palms of your hands, your fingertips? And actually feel that just to give ourselves a couple of minutes of silence to just be with whatever is present.
Maybe you feel some changes in your body. Maybe just by sitting here and breathing, things start to open up, bubbles start to burst. I can feel like pop, 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 pop down the back of my neck.
And let's tune in to that scale again. From 0 to 10, how are you feeling? How connected are you feeling to your body right now?
And if that little practice has brought in some tensions, if you feel like a little bit heavy, even like I do, actually, on my right hand side, I feel like, whew, I've been moving things around. You know, it's not pain, but there is a sensation there that was not there before. Then welcome home. Welcome back to the body, and welcoming whatever we are feeling is the reality of our situation right now. Maybe there was a part of us that was distant, that we could not feel, that was not connected to the rest of the mind-body continuum, to the rest of our conscious awareness. So maybe there's a little bit of accumulated tension that is still releasing. So be sure to drink plenty of water tonight, to take it easy, to give yourself some love. Be patient with yourselves, be gentle with yourselves. Allow yourself to go as slow as the slowest part of yourself. So you don't leave anything behind this time.
And when you feel ready, I invite you to bring your hands together and just rubbing them. And back and bringing our hands to our face, placing them over our eyelids. Breathe in, breathe out. And on the next inhalation, we move our hands over our scalp, behind our neck. And we do that 3 times. And we breathe out, and we breathe in as we go up, over our heads, gently, and breathing out. And then last one, breathing in, moving up. And out. Again, coming behind your neck. Maybe you want to do one last scoop of your body and just touching your legs. Thanking your body. Thanking yourself. And I'd love to hear from you guys, ladies, how...
Take it all out.
what's your biggest takeaway from this session today?